Guys, this is Avinash Sharma. Guys, today's session is the SQL indexing. SQL indexing plays a very important role in database. So to have a good knowledge on that one is a must for you. What is the indexing? What is the advantage and disadvantage? How it works? What is a B tree? All these. So I have some presentation. So with the help of those presentation and SQL Server practical, I'll explain everything to you. So please watch this video from beginning to end. Before we start indexing topic in details, let us check some points on the indexing. Indexing basically used to speed up the query results, and it uses the special type of data structure. We will discuss it later. Secondly, indexing is a pointer. Pointer is like in C language we have the pointer, and pointers like refer the actual data in memory. It does the same thing but in different way. Or in other words, you can say indexing is like you have a book, backside of the book you have the index. So to search a particular page, you check the index, page title and page number, then you open that page directly on the book. Same thing. And the important thing is when you like create or like drop the indexing from the data table, there is no effect on your data. Data remains the intact. Now, how does index works? We have a scenario. Suppose we are not using the indexing in the table. So in this diagram, we have an employee table. In this table, we have a data and the employee ID is a 50,000. I have a reason for this one. The 50,000 is a first record. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, these are the employee ID and we have entered these data in this order. This is called the heap. In heap, without indexing, what happens when you enter the data? The data remains in the same order in which order you enter the data. So if you scan the 50,000, this value, it means in first attempt you find the result. So result is very quick. If you search this value, the 49,999, that is the most last value in the table. So what happens? It will scan the whole table and the searching will start from the very first record, that is the 50,000, and then it goes to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 until it finds that value 49,999. So this time the access time would be longer than the 50,000 it took, because the 50,000 was the first record and this is the last record. Reason? This is a sequential search. Now the question is, what is the exact access time for searching a particular value in sequential? It depends on the size of the data and your server configuration. Bigger the size of the data and longer the access time. Now we talk about the types of indexing. In SQL Server, generally three types of indexing are used: cluster index, non-cluster index and the unique indexing. Now if we talk about the cluster index, it is created automatically if you are creating a primary key, or later on you can create a cluster index via the syntax. And SQL Server allow only one cluster index on a table, because the SQL Server in case of the cluster index keeps the data in a sorting order, and that order could be only ascending or descending. That's why it allows only one cluster index on a table. The cluster index, like for searching, using a special type of structure that is called the B tree. So we will discuss it with the example in later. If we talk about the non-cluster index, so in case of the non-cluster index, you can create the multiple non-cluster index on a table. Reason? Non-cluster index does not show the data. It's the same thing like you have a book and you have content, and the backside of the book you have the index. The same way, the cluster index keep the data at the one place and keep the index on other place. But behind the scene, for searching the data, it uses the data node created by the cluster index. The question is, if you do not have the cluster index, then what? In that case, it will use the heap for searching the data. Now, we talk about the B tree. It is also called the balanced tree, and this structure is followed by the cluster index for searching the value. So as you can see, there are three levels in the B tree. The first one is the root node, second is the intermediate node, and third is the leaf node or leaf level. So we have only one root node always in this. But at the second level, that is the intermediate node or intermediate level, it could be multiple. It depends on the size of your data because SQL Server decide that one. It divides the value in ranges. And same thing with the leaf node. The number of leaf node depends on the size of the data. Now, I explain the intermediate node or intermediate level. As I told you, the number of node in the intermediate level will be decided by the SQL Server on the basis of the size of the data. In this intermediate level, the SQL Server keep the range of the values. Suppose we have the employee ID from 1 to 100. So the data structure or the structure followed by the cluster index could be in this way. On the first node of the intermediate might keep the value from 1 to 10. It's a range. And this is the page 1. This is the reference of the leaf node. Now, I explain the leaf node or leaf level. In the leaf level, the SQL Server keep the actual data, which is called the data pages. And these data are in sorting order. The intermediate level refer those pages on the basis of the range. As you can see, if it is the 1 to 10 employee ID, then the page number 1. Then if you find the value say 9, then this will go to this page, data page 1, and we have the data in sorting order. As you can see, there is a pointer. Pointer means it's a reference to the actual data. The searching pattern of the BT, we can check with this diagram. We have an employee ID that is the 15. If we search this 15, then first of all the SQL Server will check in the intermediate level in which range it exists. So it is between the 11 to 20 and the page number is 2. The page number 2 is reference to the data pages in the leaf nodes. It will go to directly to the data page number 2 and the data pages we have the data in sorting order. So 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Here we get the actual data. So this way it will skip the data pages 1 and the searching becomes faster. If we check the another example with the value 35 which comes 31 to 40 ranges and the page number is the 4, that is the data pages in the leaf node. So in that case it will skip the page number 1, 2, 3 and find the value, actual value in the page number 4. So this way you can see how the searching becomes faster and faster. Now we do some practical on the SQL Server. So right now I have a table that is the employee. First of all, I'll check the number of records in this table. So you can see it's a like 1 crore or 10 million. Right now we do not have any kind of indexing on that table. It means if we search value, then that searching type will be a sequential search. So I'm searching at the most last value, this one. So we got the result. Now we check the execution plan. So you can see like in the green color there is a message. It is suggestion from the SQL Server because we are using the whose data. That's why it is suggestion from the SQL Server that use the index. There are two important things in this result. First one, it says the 6% cost. It means this query took the 6% cost of the total operation cost. Secondly, it says table scan because we are using the sequential searching pattern. That's why it says table scan because it scan whole table. Now I create the index on this table, employee table, on the employee ID column. The index is created and we can check in the employee table. This index is created here. Now I execute the same query. I got the result. Now check the execution plan. Okay. Now you can see it says cluster index seek. It means this time there is no table scan and it says 100%. It means the searching took no time, no cost. In this diagram we can compare the result. without or with indexing. When we search the value without indexing, then it took the 6%. Actual cost is a 6% taken by the query. It means the operation of the SQL service server is now 96%. And when we use the indexing, the operation cost of the SQL server is the 100%. It means with indexing, this query took no time. Now you can see after indexing how the searching becomes fast. Now we talk about the non-cluster index. As I told you, in case of the non-cluster index, SQL Server does not sort the data. Means does not sorting the data physically. It keeps the content one place and the index of the content in another place. That's why we can have the multiple non-cluster index on a table. In this diagram, we can check that non-cluster index does not sort the data and does not keep the data in its leaf node. It takes the reference of the leaf nodes of the cluster index. You can also create the unique index. To maintain the unique value in a column, you can create cluster or non-cluster index as a unique. Now the question is where to apply index. Too much indexing is not advisable. If there is a performance issue in some query, then find the region, find the column, find the value for the performance issue. If some column is being used for searching frequently, then apply the index on that column. Secondly, there is a disadvantage of the indexing. If you change the value of the index column or if you delete the data row from that table, then SQL Server try to rearrange or re-index the whole table, and it could be a burden on your server. So this was all about the SQL indexing. If you like this video, please share and subscribe. Thanks, and thanks for watching this video.